Hey everybody, thanks for watching our mini-series on anemia. I'm Dr. Chase Hayden.
Hey, Dr. Amber Horsley.
So far regarding anemia, we've discussed what anemia is, what are some of the common symptoms regarding anemia, how do you diagnose it through simple blood tests, what are some of the treatment options for a couple of different types of anemia. The big question I want to know is, how do we misdiagnose anemia? What does anemia look like on paper?
Yep.
And everybody watches it slip through the cracks and people just suffer the whole time and never get told they're anemic.
Yep. One of the biggest ones is thyroid imbalance or hypothyroidism, because what we said were some of the main symptoms are going to be just crazy levels of fatigue, as well as hair loss and dizziness and some of those realms, but also a lot of people are going to have cold intolerance and they're going to have weight gain. So a lot of these things that people have that are commonly associated with thyroid issues can also be the same exact symptoms as anemia. So that's the key thing, is that a lot of doctors may be like, oh, nope, that's a walking, talking thyroid, we're going to give them thyroid hormones, when it actually could be something that's completely different. So thyroid imbalances are very commonly misdiagnosed as anemia, or vice versa.
One of the other common misdiagnoses when it comes to anemia is blood sugar dysregulation. Often when we think about blood sugar imbalances, we think diabetes. And so we run a blood test and we see the fasting blood sugar is in normal range or close enough to normal to where we don't think diabetes, and we immediately rule out blood sugar imbalance and we go on looking for other things. But when we talk about reactive hypoglycemic tendencies, what we mean in that situation is your blood sugar goes up and then crashes too quickly, and it has this roller coaster effect that leads to fatigue, weight gain, hair loss, intolerance to cold, all those symptoms you just mentioned a second ago with thyroid and anemic problems. So therefore, when we have someone who presents with fatigue, with bruising easily, with hair loss, with whatever it might be, it would be in our best interest and in the patient's best interest to make sure that we identify, is this really a thyroid problem, an anemia problem, or a blood sugar handling problem? And so we run blood work on all of those individuals in all those three areas as well when we see patients. So we run the blood tests that look for blood sugar mismanagement, thyroid imbalance, and anemic tendencies to make sure we can identify the correct problem at the correct time and provide the appropriate treatment or recommendation for treatment as necessary. Thank you all for watching our little series on anemia. We appreciate your time. Hopefully you learned a little bit about what anemia is, how you can identify it in your own life, what diagnostic tests are necessary, how you might be able to address it with a competent healthcare provider that looks at nutritional interventions, and how you can make sure not misdiagnose anemia by looking into thyroid and blood sugar imbalance as well. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.
Thank you.